Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We got an actual teasers today. You're hearing me correctly. We did get an actual teaser. So, it sort of seems like yesterday's color change was a hint to say that the teasers were starting today, because obviously, color changes, that's not really a teaser, but today's was. So the picture you're seeing on screen was posted to Twitter from Fortnite with the caption, "Transmission intercepted," and with a whole bunch more of that weird blocky text that is just seemingly covering up something. And we got some stuff to talk about that, but before we do, let's talk about all the new ARG stuff that happened between my upload yesterday and the current time. There were so many more phone numbers that were found. On screen is a current chart of all phone numbers that have been found and called. You're about to watch a video showing all the phone numbers with translations. So, without further ado, roll the clip.
Sim, senhor. Os agentes foram acionados. Cartão de acesso ao POF é adquirido. Agency recruitment drive is a go. Happy hunting, agent. Agent, oil rig operation confirmed.
ARG スキャン中。アクセス拒否。エージェンシーの通信が妨害されました。
Wykryto kryjówki. Wykryto ślady w regionie S. Agencie, czas uśpienia dobiegł końca.
Acolyte repéré. Agent, vous êtes mobilisé. Специалист по взрывчатке и нас нет. Не атаковать. Цель миссии изменена. Возвращайтесь в убежище.
Agentes de efecto interceptado. Las comunicaciones de la agencia se han visto comprometidas.
Okay, so, lots of things to talk about. First thing, the American number mentions an oil rig operation. Now, this may be sheer coincidence, but numerous people are pointing out that oil rig operation abbreviates to Oro. It's really weird, but it probably doesn't mean anything. And as you guys saw, there were a lot of phone numbers. One of them mentions an explosive specialist, another mentions a spectrum agent, and all of them seem to have the weird cat noises. This definitely ties into Agent Meowsicles, that guy. I definitely think Agent Meowsicles will probably be a Battle Pass skin. Maybe a tier 1 or something along those lines. And maybe even the Rickroll image of that skin, maybe that's Agent Meowsicles, but I don't know. I don't think it is. It's just a joke. Other things are mentioned about finding hiding places in the Agent E region, whatever that is, whatever an acolyte spot is, and talking about an agency communication being disrupted, and it was happening multiple times. And with the acolyte spot, it was requiring an agent to mobilize, and then the explosive specialist I mentioned earlier being told not to fire because the purpose of the mission has changed. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. So, first we'll start with the oil rig operation. While yes, it does simplify down to Oro, I do think it's just a coincidence. So this would lead me to believe that we may see an oil rig POI on the map. There is so much water that is literally free reign for anything to happen. And if a separate POI was added somewhere in the ocean, it would be interesting to see. Now, this agency that is completely new seems to have teams spread all over the globe: Paris, the US, Japan, Brazil, all over. And yet the strangest thing to me is that this Meowsicles thing is the one constant thing. No matter where the transmission's coming from, there's always weird noises that sound like cats. Now, these hiding spots that is being mentioned, they could be referring to possible places that Oro was hiding to try and escape and, hide from the agency. And maybe he's disrupting the signal for the transmission so that it becomes harder to get in contact with the other agencies around the globe to try and find him. And maybe the team that had the explosive specialist found him, and they, as we heard in the audio, there was explosions, so maybe they were sending grenades over, like we heard. What the change of mission is, it's unknown right now, but I'm sure we'll find out later on. Now, I did some research on what acolyte means, and it means a person assisting the celebrant in a religious service or procession. So, I don't really know if the translation is correct, because from what I can think of, I don't think there's ever been a religious thing in Fortnite, like, ever. Now, this could change with the new season, but seeing as the first phone number that we found in Brazil had a translation with a word that had multiple meanings, that being the one that had safe, but it also meant vault, it could still be something else. Now, if that is what it means with the religious thing, it is, it's another location that could be new. Maybe a church or something along those lines, but I say that because, an agent is ordered to mobilize to that location. So, basically, these audios are all over the place. I mean, no pun intended, but they really are. Now, let's talk about today's teaser that was posted. I'll put it on screen again for the duration of me talking about it. So, this shows a transmission being intercepted from maybe one of the agencies. It shows a grid below it, which could be on a screen of some sort that allows the person using it to look at a map. That map could be of the island. Maybe it would show where the transmission is coming from, and maybe where a pinpoint trying to lead the other agencies to. Maybe their newest lead on where Oro is. We again see the gold handprint. We still have no idea who it belongs to, but I have an idea. I do think it belongs to Oro. Now, wait, before you comment about Oro having a skeleton hand, hear me out. They haven't done a tier 100 that had no selectable styles, since John Wick, because after John Wick there was Omega, and he was the first one with selectable styles. So if Oro is to be the tier 100 of Season 2, he will most likely have styles. You guys remember Blackheart from Season 8? He turned from pirate to undead skeleton pirate. Maybe they will do the same route with Oro. Make him start off as a human, but will eventually turn into the form that we know him as. Now, in terms of this agency, we don't yet know who it is. I'm thinking it's something new. Or, I think it might be the agency from the first island, the one with the yellow logo. I'll put a picture on screen. They similarly have a semi-gold color to them, with a black background. They didn't do much on the first island, and to this day, we don't know who they are. This could maybe be them, giving those people from the first island an identity. Now, the people from the first island did stuff with the meteorite, showing that they do some dangerous work. And seeing as how much effort is being put into finding Oro, it could be the same people. Because he's, if they have teams all over the globe searching for him, he seems like he's a priority. So, just as a recap, we covered the possible identity to this new/old agency. We've covered changes on the phone numbers that we currently have, and we've covered today's teasers. I'd say this was a good video. If you agree with me, leave a like down below. But with that being said, that's going to be it for today, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Do whatever you feel to get this channel big, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Okay, cut the outro, resume the gameplay and the music. Guys, just as I am about to start editing the video, they have just released another teaser. 2 in the same day. Come on, Epic, I was just about to edit. Either way, we have some huge news with this new teaser. I'm gonna put it on screen right now. So, this is a broken mask. And whose mask is it, you might say? It's Chaos Agents. I'll put a picture on screen of somebody who put together the mask. Now, if that is not Chaos Agent to you, I don't know who it is, okay? I had originally made a different audio for this part, but I redid it just because at the time I was rambling on about not knowing who it is, but now we know who it is. And if you light up the picture, you can see we're in somewhere. We're in a bunker or a vault. Probably what is being spoken about. As you can see on screen, this image is via Happy Power, and I gotta mention the image of the broken pieces put together showing Chaos Agent's mask is via CWAD on Twitter. So this is huge because we now have some information. What does this mean? Does this mean Alter is now broken up? Something to do with Oro? Does Oro break up Alter? Because as we know, Chaos Agent is the leader of Alter. So, does Chaos Agent, does something happen to Chaos Agent? Does Alter break up? I mean, this is huge information, and I really wish they did this for something else, like maybe for tomorrow, because I want to make a whole video on this, but I'm not going to wait till tomorrow, because by then, it would be older news. So, alright you guys, I just wanted to add this little bit in. Fortnite, if you're listening, please do not add any other teasers till this video is up. Thank you. Have a good day, you guys. Resume the outro.